Okay, Algebra 2 students, this is a video for example 3 of section 2.4. We're now going to see how to multiply complex numbers. How can you write each product in the form, because your answer must be in the form a plus bi. We have negative 2.5i times a quantity 8 minus 9i. And you can start off by just treating it like it's a variable, I is a variable. But at some point we're going to need to bring in well, I'll just start playing it for you. We distribute and we get negative 20i plus 22.5i squared. This is where we need to realize that if you ever get I squared equals negative 1, because I equals the square root of negative 1, so that means I squared equals negative 1, so they replace the I squared with negative 1. So that really means this is a minus 22.5. Final answer, we're supposed to write it in the form a plus bi, so they put the real part first, negative 22.5 minus 20i. That is the answer to this problem. Okay, so we're going to just distribute, and if we ever get I squared, we got to remember that becomes negative 1, which makes it a real number. Okay, let's see what the next one has. All right, we have a binomial times a binomial. So just like a regular one, we're going to distribute the 3 and distribute the 2i. And if we ever get I squared, we're going to change it to negative 1. All right, they distribute the 3 and get 9 plus 6i. They distribute the negative 2i and get negative 6i minus 4i squared. Then they change the I squared to negative 1. And then they combine like terms. Let's see. Plus 6i minus 6i, that canceled each other out. And then we have the 9, and we have a minus 4 times a negative 1, so that's a positive 4. 9 plus 4 is 13, and the imaginary part canceled each other out, so the final answer is 13. Okay, so this one didn't have an imaginary part, because when we distributed, we ended up with plus 6i minus 6i. Alright. Oh, fractions. Well, you're still going to tackle it the same way. We're going to distribute, and if we ever get I squared, we're going to change it to negative 1. Give these a shot and come back when you're ready. Excuse me. 2/5 times 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 divided by 5 is 4i. And then 2 times 5 is 10, and 5 times 2 is 10. So here I have 10 over 10, which is just 1. So minus 1. But I have the I times the I, and that I times I is I squared, and I squared equals negative 1. So I really have 4i minus 1 times negative 1, so that becomes plus 1. I need to write the real part first, 1, and the imaginary part is plus 4i. Okay, so there's the answer to that one. The other one, if you want to give it a shot, click pause. Alright, 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. That's that times that. 1/2 times negative 2 is negative 1i. And then I'm going to distribute the 2i. So 2i times 1/2 is positive 1i. And then 2i times negative 2i. The 2 times a negative 2 is negative 4. But then we have I times I, which is I squared. I squared equals negative 1. So change color one more time. Right here, that equals positive 4. And doesn't always happen, but here it happened again to us that the two I values canceled. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0, so that wipes it out. And then I have a fourth, 1/4 plus 4, so I think the answer is 4.5. Let's see, what was my other answer? 4.5 and 1 plus 4i. 4.5 and 1 plus 4i. 1 plus 4i, and that is, oh, I said 4.5, I meant 4.25, right? That is the same as 4.25. Did I write 4.5? I did. It was a quarter. Did anybody catch that I did that? Silly, silly, silly. Okay, your teachers could assign you 24 through 29 and 47. Check with them to see what they assigned. That's it for this video. Have a great day.